What's up? Not gonna do any stupid intros this time, because what's the point? I don't know. I was gonna sit down and try to create some weird sounding ambient tracks, because this is something that was on my to-do list for a while that I want to use for our full length that I'm working on. Wanted to create some type of long, creepy sounding ambient track to throw around in the full length, like kind of between songs, after songs, etc., shit like that. I'm gonna turn off my GoPro. I don't know, just to kind of give it a little more of an eerie vibe and to make the tracks on the full length blend together a little bit better. So yeah, we're gonna work on that. I'm gonna double check though to make sure all my stupid shit is working correctly. So yeah, all right, so that's good. That's good. And that's good. All right. So this is what we're gonna do. The idea that I had was to take, I'm gonna double check though to make, was going to take stuff from BioShock Infinite, right? Now, I know this sounds a bit odd, but back when BioShock Infinite came out, there was a person, and actually someone else too, there were a couple different people that found hidden background music in the game, which was disguised as just this weird sounding, kind of like, I don't know, it's hard to explain. I'm about to pull it up in a second. You'll be able to hear what I'm talking about. But it's pretty much what they did is they took a song, chopped it up kind of weird, and added a couple of different effects into it where it doesn't really sound it. You can tell that it's a song, but it's not a song. And then they slowed it down by about anywhere from 800 to 1,000%. And when you do that, you get this really weird, like, droning kind of, it just sounds fucking weird as shit. It sounds awkward as hell. It sounds fucking creepy. And what's funny is you can do this with any song. You can take, like, you can take, hold on. You can take any song and do this with it, and it'll make it sound pretty crazy. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna start out with this. We're gonna start out with this. So this is what I'm talking about. BioShock Infinite. Was it ambient? Hidden music and ambient noise, Easter egg. BioShock Infinite, background music, IGN. All right. So this is kind of what I'm going to go for. Let's go ahead and get to the good part here.
But it sounds kind of
so in game
noise, I guess is the best word for it.
You hear this a lot in BioShock Infinite if you've ever played it.
However,
this kind of droning,
the ambient noise, I guess is the best word for it.
Okay. Now, I actually have the sound files from this game. So, let's see here. It introduces hella harmonics. What's up, John Strength? How you doing, guy? Welcome. Yeah, it introduces it's just a whole bunch of weird shit. That's for fucking sure. It introduces all right, this one's for YouTube. This one's for... So yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to find one of these tracks that I already have on my computer. Like I said, I have the sounds from BioShock Infinite. Now, a lot of this stuff... Okay. For instance... This is... Well, this is weird. It doesn't want to play the OGG file. I thought VLC player was better than this. So this is a recording that I took from in-game. So this recording is me in-game while the character is just sitting there and I just record the audio, right? This is what that sounds like. All right, 100% speed. Now, this... is that same file here. Okay, so this file is 2 minutes and 30 seconds, right? This is me stretching the file to 5 minutes. So it's essentially doubling the speed, or excuse me, doubling the length of the song. And you can tell even just by that small amount, even by about 200%, that it makes it sound very... It already changes it a little bit and makes it a lot more interesting. It already changes it a little bit. Kind of more like we're going. Guys, also, if you're watching and there's an issue with the audio or something, please let me know. Please don't let me just continue the stream with fucked up audio and don't say shit. Because trying to do streams like this is very complicated when you have multiple different outputs and you're trying to stream on 3 different platforms. It gets pretty weird. So if there's an issue, guys, please tell me. If I'm getting like double audio, or if there's something playing in the background that probably shouldn't be and I'm trying to talk over it and I don't realize. Because I remember I did a stream one time where I was tracking live guitars and it was like playing full tracks in the background, but I couldn't hear it, but the stream could. So it was fucking up the whole stream, and then nobody would tell me, hey man, your shit's kind of fucking up. They would just leave. Like, guys, come on. Like, I get it. You want to come here and you want to see some crazy shit happen, but you don't want to tell me what's up. Just tell me what's up, man. Producer Dalia. Yeah, except I don't groom children. So that's the difference here. All right, so this is a good example. Well, no, this isn't. So what I'm trying to find is I'm trying to find some type of pretty much the droning that we hear in this.
However, one of our
I want to try to find that or something close to it because I have all the files here. The problem with getting the game files, the music files and stuff from BioShock Infinite is it doesn't label them. So you just get SFX pack 63, 67, 68, 69. I mean, and some of these I've already gone through. You can see here, and I made notes based on kind of what it sounds like, but a lot of these aren't. Some of these are, but it's kind of okay. Here we go. So this whole folder right here, again, this is from BioShock Infinite. This is when I installed the game on my computer. True, forgot about that. No worries though, man. Thanks for coming by the stream either way. I appreciate you guys hanging out. Again, guys, if there's any audio issues, any problems, please let me know. Do not let me continue this stream with like double audio or some shit. It's very hard to figure all that out. Please let me know. Anyway, so this is the BioShock Infinite game files. Okay. Every game has a different way that you have to extract the audio files from it. Some games, you just go to the folder and copy and paste it, but most aren't like that. You have to use weird programs and do all these steps to try to extract them and convert them and blah, blah, blah. And this game particularly was, I remember it being pretty obnoxious to try to do this, but I still have most of them. So stuff like
our broadcast will
this.
Continue after a moment of silent prayer. Fair, cloudless skies.
This
Shortly
is just
after 1
like
o'clock this afternoon, the scoundrel believed.
Hearing game. Okay, so this is the ambient folder. All right. Now this is going to be a lot of different stuff. Obviously, this one I labeled outside long, so it's 6 minutes long of noises from outside. This is like a crowd. Here we go. This. Now, this could be a lot of different things. This could be... It's kind of hard to say, but... Hey, guy, thanks for that follow. Where's my alerts at? Iron Ash, what's up, guy? Thanks for that follow, man. Thank you so much for that like, that follow. I'm not sure where that came from, honestly. I have so many streams going right now, it's hard to keep up. So yeah, so this one is actually a good starting point. So I'm going to make a note of this. Right, which one was this? It was Fink, right? Here we go. That one was it. All right, so I'm going to make a note of that. We're going to go ahead and open up Studio One here. I'm going to start a new session. Heavenly Music, what's up? Welcome to the chat. How you doing? Thanks. Awesome. You're awesome. All right, so... creating ambient tracks live stream. All right, blank session. So here we go. So first, I'm going to do some stupid shit here real quick. I'm going to put a limiter on. dBs. And then I'm going to do... I actually have to put this on, so this is going to be what I'm going to use to get the audio to you guys. MME, bit rate needs to be 16. Okay. Now, this should make it to where you're doing great. Well, I'm doing great too. Thank you so much for asking. I'm glad that you're doing great. Thanks again, guys. And yet, get subscribed on YouTube, follow on Twitch, follow on Facebook at Metal Weasel. Metal Weasel on Twitch, Metal Weasel on Facebook, Metal Weasel on YouTube. Really help me out. All right. So we're going to test this. Make sure that it works real quick. So I'm going to some files here. So let's see. Actually, you know what? Let's do this first. Let's make this a little bit easier on myself. So I'm going to pick which one of these that I like. I'm just going to move them to the desktop. So that one's cool. Ambient library loop. Okay, this one's going to be pretty relevant to what we were listening to earlier. Rooftop loop. I don't want something that with that much high end. I want something deep and creepy and just, I don't know. If you guys have ever listened to Tony Danza Tap Decks Extravaganza's album Alpha Omega, those ambient tracks that you kind of hear in between the songs and stuff, that's kind of what I'm going for here. So I'm going to find a couple more references. Interior loop. So this is going to be inside of a building, I guess. This one has a weird... Where do you get the ambient music? So, what you're looking at right now is from the game BioShock Infinite. I just downloaded the game on my computer and did some certain type of method that I don't remember anymore to extract the audio files from that game. That's what you're looking at right now. This is not what I've created yet. We haven't gotten to that point. I'm going to find a couple of references, get a couple of ideas of how I want to do it, and then I'm going to take one of my songs that I've made, that I've written, and then cut that song up a certain way, slow it down, just mess around with it a little bit to try to recreate something like this. I also am gonna I might use one of my guitars and my Axe Effects to also this one's cool. Because the Axe Effects has a lot of really badass ambient patches that kind of sound along the same, kind of what I'm going for. I mean, there's just so much shit here. Okay, these are all organized by size. Now again, these are all from BioShock Infinite. It's what you're hearing right now. And see, I can already tell this is what they did for this. I guarantee you a lot of these ambient tracks, they did this technique. I don't know what software they would have used, but they used something to where it slowed down the audio, because that's what this sounds like right now. And I guarantee you, if we were to actually take this and speed it up, we would notice something like that. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to open up, let's see. I'm going to open up some files here. Now, before I do that, we're going to come back here. I'm going to show you guys what I'm talking about.
However, one of our old buddies, who may or may not have a little bit too much time on their hands, noticed that if you speed it up a lot,
BRB, no worries,
like
we'll be here.
Singing. Now, the effect shows up in a couple of different sections of the game, and you can even make out what sort of sounds like a guitar line being played in some parts of it.
Now, what's cool about this is, this is kind of like.
So the big question is this: what the hell song is it? Now it sounds like there. I'm definitely.
So yeah, you can hear this in a couple of different places, and this is a better example right here because the audio is a little bit better. So this is when you're random spot in one of these levels that they're standing in. This is BioShock Infinite again, and this is the game sped up. I'm assuming that they have just music on, like they muted the voiceovers, they muted the effects, and they just turned the music slider all the way up. But when you speed the game up at 1,000% right here in this place, this is what it sounds like. You can tell that it's a song, kind of, but it's been it used to be a song at some point. Either they only wrote a 20-second part of a song and only recorded 20 seconds of a song. I don't know. Or maybe they took a full song from it. Nobody really knows what song this is, but it's something. But it's not a song that you can actually understand what's going on as far as lyrics and writing. It's you can tell that this track has been created specifically to be slowed down by 1,000% to create an ambient, the ambient sound that they were going for, right? I mean, you can tell that's what's happening here. So, give me a sec, guys. I gotta plug this in. And I think that's also one of the reasons why you will hear in this very random noises. A good example of this is in this other video right here. So
I'm only going to keep listening to the top of the other. I'll just kind of. So the big. Now the.
You'll hear.
Now the effect shows up.
You'll hear the song playing, but then randomly in the background you'll hear it sounds like things dropping, like just random sound effects, like something hitting the floor or something. So I think what they might have done here is they played something back at normal speed. They took random sound effects and just experimented with trying something, slowing it down by 1,000%.
A couple of different sections.
Slowing it down by 1,000%, saying, okay, that's what we were trying to go for. No, that wasn't what we were trying to go for. And if it wasn't, then they speed it back up to normal and then add another effect in somewhere in the song and then slow it back down again and say, okay, that does this. Is that what we're trying to go for? Blah, blah, blah. So I think it's very, that ends up being this. So this is 1,000%. This is 800% speed. And this is what it sounds like in game. So I think a lot of the droning that you hear, comes from the vocals. Because the vocals are the most prominent thing in this mix right here. The vocals are definitely the loudest thing. You can hear some guitars. And you can hear random other little noises in the background, like things falling and stuff. So I think what I want to do is I want to try to focus on that. So what I have here is, let me make sure you guys can hear this first. You guys can hear that, right? Sounds like an elastic audio nightmare, but we don't have that problem. Travis, what's up, man? Yeah, you right. What's up, guy? Thanks for coming out. Thanks for hanging out. Let me make sure you guys can hear this okay. I think that sounds pretty cool, right? I think that's going to work. Yeah. Okay. All right. So, this is what we have. So these files are going to be, these top two are from the videos that we just watched. I already went ahead and downloaded them.
Music throughout the game, whether it's an old-timey barbershop quartet singing the Beach Boys.
So this is going to be the main thing here. This is going to be the main guy that I'm looking for. These two are also going to be references. Now this one I was actually wanting to speed up a lot, just to kind of see what would happen. I think Studio One just, I don't think Studio One like that. Yeah, Studio One does not like that. Yeah. Okay. So what I want to do now is I want to find a track that I can start this process with, that has kind of sounds similar, that has some type of acoustic guitars or something. I don't have anything with singing vocals because we don't record singing vocals ever. But I'm going to find something. And I'm going to cut it up and kind of make it work. So, one of the first tracks that I ever uploaded, it was acoustic song and it was an intro song, and this was back in 2011. It's an acoustic song called Outside of a Window Pane. And that's what this is, right? So, I'm going to take this. I'm going to take that and I'm going to mess with it. Now, one of the things that I'm going to use is called pulse stretch, which is this guy right here. This program is interesting. It's kind of difficult to use because searching for a song right here can be pretty obnoxious, because this isn't the most ideal way to search for a file to load it into the software, but we're going to make it work. So I'm going to go to this folder, music, outside of a window pane. wave file. Okay. This is already wanting to stretch it. Now, I'm going to go ahead and stretch this song 8 times. So this would be 800% slower, okay, than what the song is normally, which stretches it to 21 minutes. So you can hear now this is just all this is taking one song and slowing it down 800%. Now, if I take it to 1,000%, it stretches the song to 26 minutes. So this is actually something that's pretty easy to do, because you can just use this software and slow stuff down, right? But I want to take this a step further. So what I'm going to do, we're going to stop that. I'm going to model it based off of this, okay, which is, I'm actually going to get rid of this. Now, the thing with this song, there's not a lot of low end, okay? But there's also not a lot of low end in this. This is the 1,000%. All right, this section right here, this guy. So the guitars are in the background. Okay, so I'm going to find mine. All right, I'm going to take this section and I'm going to add a couple of other things to it. So we're going to add random noises, pretty much. I'm gonna get a sound of something dropping, kind of like what I heard in one of the other ones that got sped up in the BioShock game. It sounded like something was getting dropped in the background. So what I'm gonna do here, this is my sound effects folder. So this has a whole lot of random shit in it, but most of the stuff that I have is all these games right here that I have extracted sound files for. Everything from Unreal Tournament to Skyrim, Doom, Fallout, Crysis, BioShock, Battlefield 4, etc. So I'm going to type drop, and we're going to see what we get. Blue flag drop, drop ship, pass by, dropper, drop road, health drop, health dropping, drop light, light road, menu drop down. I don't even know what game that's from. Drop ship. Not really what I'm looking for, but I'll just pick a couple of random ones anyway. And then we'll open them up. Oh, Studio One did not like that. All right, let's see. No, not really what I'm looking for. try that again. Oh, that's weird.
White Force sentries are doing their job.
That's just a voiceover.
A dropship!
Dropship! Coming in over the road! Incoming!
This is all voiceovers from Half-Life.
Coming.
That one's cool. Health dropping?
Warning. Vital sign. Vital sign.
Okay, these are all voiceovers. That's not what I was expecting. I want the sound of something dropping and hitting the floor. It's kind of what I'm going for here. I know that sound effects exists somewhere in this fucking in these folders. Let's search something a little more specific here. Let's go video game sound effects. Let's go to Skyrim. Okay. Let's go to drop. Now. Wood drop. Blade thresher drop. Mag ward drop. Okay. What this is. Okay, that's cool, but there's not a lot of low end in that one though. A little bit more. Those two are pretty much the same. Ooh, I think that one is it. That one's cool. All right, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to cut this up a little bit. Right. Actually, I'm going to add something back here. Let's go back here. Let's get this secret background music. Even though this is a lot of IGN voiceover bullshit, there is one section in this that I forgot that I want. So let's see.
But if you speed it up a lot, it sounds kind of like somebody singing. Now the effect shows up in a couple of different sections of the game, and you can even make a lot. It sounds kind of like somebody singing. Now the effect shows up.
Okay, it's like somebody's dropping a marble or something right there, which is kind of what I'm trying to go for. Okay.
Shows up in a couple of different sections of the game, and you can even make out what sort of sounds like a guitar line being played in some parts of it. So the big question is this: what the hell song is it? Is it this?
Oh, see, that was a good one.
Now it sounds like.
Oh no, it sounds like. All right, these are more references here that I want to use. So. Now, another thing about this is that the guitars in this are they're in the background and they're very EQ. It's mostly high end on these guitars. So I'm going to try to do this. Now, I don't know how much of this is because I pulled this audio from a video that is 10 years old. So I don't know how much the audio is altered, but I can hear in both of these situations that the guitars are pretty much all high end. So I'm gonna scoop a lot of this shit. That's kind of what it sounds like. I'm going to leave a little bit of low end. I'm not going to go all the way to 2K with it, but I'm going to go to maybe about 800. And I'm just going to turn it down a hair. Okay, another thing that's happening here is my original recording is stereo, obviously, so it's one guitar panned left 100%, another guitar panned right 100%. So something else that's happening here is this is stereo to an extent. Actually, let's do this. Let's put on a phase meter and see how wide this is. Okay. So there is a little bit of stereo, but it's not completely panned 100% left and right. As opposed to my recording, which you can see is coming out a little bit further to the left and the right. So I'm going to try this. I'm going to try panning this audio. No, I do not want to put that on there. Let's do this. Let's take binaural pan. So pretty much what I'm doing is that's completely mono. And that's completely 200% panning left and right. I want to go somewhere between. I think somewhere around 30 to 40% is going to be good. So let's pull this back up again. And what will happen here is I'll actually show you guys. So as I pull this, you can see what starts to happen. It goes from completely mono to panned left and right at 200%. So I'm trying to go for, that's a little too much in that direction. That's a little too much. So let's go about, oh, let's do about 80%, I think. I'm going to turn this down too. I feel like the guitars are really quiet though. All right, now I'm going to cut this up randomly. So just like this. And I'm going to put it in random spots here that really don't make any sense. All right, I'm going to move it out of order. This is going to the front. Bam. Doesn't make any sense, but doesn't have to. It's going to sound kind of odd. I'm just going to actually do this just kind of like this. I'm just going to overlap these randomly where it makes no fucking sense. Alright, so something like this. Let's take this. I'm actually, and then I'm also going to change this up a little bit. I'm going to change the speeds of some of these. So this one will do 0.9. Just to make it a little more random. Alright, so there's that. Right, this little weird section. Now. Because this doesn't make any sense at all. There's no... When you play it back out of context like this, it doesn't make any sense. I'm going to take this. I'm going to pull these out just a little bit more. That might be a little too chopped up. I'm not really entirely sure. That will be what I'm trying to go for since this is my first time doing this. But we shall see. Just to make it not as choppy. Okay. Now, so I'm trying the best I can to match the audio with what's happening here. Not the point, but I want to try to get the levels close. I'm going to take this down just a little bit more, maybe about 70%. I know that might be hard to hear, but... Okay. Now, I'm going to use another reference here with this guy. This one was interesting because this one's in a different key. There's like weird... You can definitely tell somebody is dropping something on the floor, but there's also this weird kind of hit noise. It's like a... It kind of sounds like a snare. Or like a side stick snare hit, almost. That one's cool. That one sounds like a gunshot almost. Alright. So what I'll do is... We'll just go back. Kind of right here. And I'm going to find something else. So let's try this. So... This guy. I mean, that's like... That's pretty... close to what I'm going for. I don't want it to go that long though. And I want it to be sudden. Now, let's find another one. Let's do this guy. Actually, I don't like how... I want something a lot lower, so I'm going to transpose this down a full octave. I'm going to go 2 octaves. Yeah. Let's take these and let's turn these down a little bit. All right, let's go back to our sound effects folder. Let's do hit. Saint Anger snare hit. Oh my god. I should totally put that in one of these fucking songs. Alright, so we get a lot of stuff here. Crap. Lots of hits. So we have creature hit, cave hit, thumper hit, tram hit, hit bod, zip line, hit ground. A lot of different options here. Generic hit. Let's try some of these. Let's try those. Hit one. That's from Half-Life 2. That one's pretty good. Knife hit. Let's hit one. Oh, this is from Unreal 2. Thumper hit, Citadel hit, cave hit, foot hit. Okay. Let's go to hits. Let's make a folder here. Make this a little bit easier. All right. Now. No, that's not what I'm going for at all. That's not going to let me upload, what, OGG files? That one's cool. That one's from, I think that one's from Turner Castle Wolfenstein. Pretty sure. All right, so a lot of that stuff is I think I want to spread this out a little bit more. All right, let's get something else kind of dropping or hitting or something here. Let's see. Foot hit. That's like a kick. All right, let's use it. All right. Now let's just take what we have so far. Let's mix this down. Let's upload it through Paul Stretch. Slow it down by about 800 to 1,000% and see what we got. Creating ambient tracks. Test 1. Well, let's mix it down as a wave. Don't know why it's still playing that song. Oh, that's the issue that I was having before. For some reason in stream, whenever it mixes down a song, it has to play it the full song. I don't know why. All right, so this is the full track here. So we're going to open up Paul Stretch. We're going to open up this file. Actually, let's try this. Let's open it with... Let's try to open it manually, since Paul Stretch is fucking hard to use sometimes. Alright, so this original song that we just mixed down, this weird-ass fucking cut-up track, is 17 seconds. When we take it and upload it into Paul Stretch and slow it down by 1,000%, it makes it 2 minutes and 51 seconds, almost 3 minutes long. Okay. Okay. Let's try that again. Now, let's try to find some vocals to put over this. So, I don't think I have anything with singing vocals. So what I'm gonna have to do, I'm gonna have to find. Well, what I could do is I could find stem files from. Song. Ambient song, Half-Life song. No, that's not. I got a better idea. Bioshock Infinite sounds and music. Okay, let's see. Let's go to voiceovers. No, it's not what I was trying to do. We're going to go here. We're going to go sound effects, video game, Bioshock Infinite. All right, now we're going to go to voiceovers. Elizabeth.
Trapped in a tower. You almost drowned. You need to... You were there. Look! Booker. Booker. Look. Safe from what? Booker. Booker! Watch out on the right! Booker, Songbird's ready! That was an improvement.
I know that there's a file somewhere of Elizabeth singing. Humming song. That might actually be something we can use.
I'll be. I wonder. I think maybe you've had enough. Promise me. Get up, Booker. Get up.
Scripted.
And what did the Lord...
No, you've done it.
Are we worth saving?
I don't... It's all right. It's as much a mystery to me. Oh my God. Then they must be back at the shop. Ugh. Ugh. Oh my God. No,
I want to find something of her singing. I know that this exists.
Look at their noses. They're coming! Don't spend it all in one place. Do you need ammo? Get in closer! His heart, it looks vulnerable, doesn't it? Can the skyline help? I can do that. He's Zachary Comstock. Ah! I'll see what else I can find. I'm ready for next time. Booker, footprints. Sniper over there! Rockets! Watch out! Lots of tears here, Booker! Better to stay away from that crowd.
Cough.
Get away from me! Behind you. Come on, this way!
Positive, success, health,
Catch!
non-combat.
Wow, it's a code book. We've got to get out of here.
Scripted. Radio. Okay, hold on. Music. I think this might have something. No, that's not. That's just acoustic. I think this is it. Oh, it's not going to play the OGG.
Will the circle be unbroken?
Yes.
By and
Yes,
by.
yes, yes.
By and by.
That's what I was looking for. All right. Now, I'm interested to see generic humming, circle unbroken, in game. All right. Okay, there's also multiple layers here. All right, so let's do Elizabeth singing, and then let's duplicate this track. So let's, all right, we're gonna mute that.
The circle be unbroken and by and will the circle.
I feel like I'm getting close. Let's see. Let's layer that with the humming.
Is a better home away.
So let's layer these together. Just kind of in the background here.
Will the circle be unbroken?
This right here, I want to try something. So let's take this. And then let's duplicate this. But I'm going to pitch this. That's what I'm going for. This isn't necessarily going to sound great, but let's try this. -6.
Will the circle be unbroken by and by and by and by? Is a better home away in the sky?
I kind of,
Will the circle be
since it doesn't make sense in the other one.
unbroken?
Kind of want to combine these two also.
By
Yeah, okay. That makes a little more sense for what I'm trying to do.
home away in the sky. Is a better way in the sky.
Now what I could do also is we could edit this humming track a little bit.
Will the circle be unbroken by and by?
Let's get rid of these binaural pans actually. Oh, all these tracks have this stupid shit on them. Damn, I didn't even realize that. Oh, well. That's why there wasn't any low end. So I'm gonna remove these EQs. I'm gonna remove these binaural pans. And we're gonna see.
The circle be unbroken.
Okay, so it sounds like here.
Will the circle be unbroken by?
I'm gonna add a bus.
Is a better way in the sky.
Elizabeth singing bus. And we're gonna add an EQ on this to get it kind of close to this guy. All right, so let's do that. So Elizabeth singing bus.
Will the circle be unbroken by and by? Is a better way in the sky? Will the circle be unbroken by?
Okay, so not as much low end.
In the sky. Will the circle be unbroken?
All right.
Is
I'm getting
a
close.
better way in the sky? Will the circle be unbroken by?
Actually, let's increase this volume so it's a little more relevant to where we're trying to actually get it to. Ah, okay. We're gonna have to change those guys around.
circle beyond Brian is a better way in the sky. Will the circle beyond Brian by and by is a better way in the sky.
It's like some kind of like
Will the
wind action or something.
Will the circle beyond Brian by is a better way.
Let's get another hit
The
here going on.
circle beyond Brian by
Not that kind of a hit.
by the sky.
That goofy ass smack.
Is a better way in the sky. Is a better way in the sky.
All right, this is test 2. Test 2.
Will the circle beyond Brian by is a better way in the sky.
Okay. That's what that sounds like. Now, okay, we're going to take this. We're going to open it with, choose another app, Paul Stretch. We're going to slow it down 10 times. And hear what we got. Well, that's creepy as fuck. Let's double it. All right. Let's actually, I want to see what that sounds like if I slow it down in Studio One. That's track 2. All right, this is me slowing this down in Studio One. See, this is why Paul Stretch is so cool, because it does a really good job of stretching audio files. When you try to do it here, it doesn't, the desired effect is not the same. All right. Okay, there's a lot more long, drawn-out words that I hear in the vocals for the original one, so I think that's something that we have to try to mimic. So this right here. So let's get rid of these guys. So this right here. Bro.
a circle, be unbroken.
Gonna take that.
Be unbroken.
Down to 90%. So that way we can drag them out a little bit more.
Be unbroken. Be unbroken.
Now I noticed that there was... I'm gonna take these guys. Move these out.
Be unbroken by and by.
All right.
Is a
Now
better home away in the sky.
I'm gonna try this.
Home awaiting.
Now I want a little bit more low end, so I'm gonna try to get that.
Home awaiting.
And I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna transpose it way down. But
I'm
going to make a different track for this. I'm going to slow these down by, let's say to 80%. So I want to try to get these voiceovers, I want to try to get these vocals consistent to where there's always, in order to maintain that constant low end, when I slow it down, I have to have consistent vocal tracks when it's at normal speed. It's getting so stretched. If there's a break, then it's going to make that break even longer in the track, and that's not what I'm trying to go for. I'm going to push this up a little bit more against the compressor. Ambient dollar, the soft sounds of Duke. You could actually do that. That's actually a really good point. All jokes aside, you could do that. Like, for instance, dollar. Nope. Yeah. Where's it at? Songs to Duke it. All right, hold on. All right, this is perfect because this has. All right, let's try this. Nope, not what I'm going for. Grove Street Music, Street Music for another app on this PC. Alright, give me a sec, I have to find this. Paul Stretch. Oh, there it is. Alright. Now this is the song originally. Hold on, chat's what did you say? Get the speed in that you want and then drop them. Are you looping them? Or is it just a single recording? He's got long note things in Rock Deep Beach. How do you know the exact name? Alright. Now, this is what it sounds like Now I'm just doing this based off 10 times slower, which is 1,000% slower, which is going by this, which is this BioShock Infinite hidden music and ambient noise, right? So that's the number that I'm kind of going by. So. Now, if I click later on in this file, because this is 38 minutes long now, then it will... It's pretty crazy. You can do this to a lot of different songs, and that's what's so great about this program is that it's so accurate with it. It doesn't... I mean, I could slow this down so long, 10,000% to where this single file is 26 days long. That's how ridiculous this program is. And it's so accurate too. It doesn't like distort the audio. It literally just makes it sound like you're taking a song and just stretching it like silly putty. It's very interesting. So we'll go back through another section of the song where there's like instruments and stuff. I'm crying. It's so great. Yeah. So, back to this. All right. So, I'm trying to take a very short section of this song, recreate something. So let's start here. Let's take, what is this? 10 seconds. This is test 3. This is what hell sounds like. Yeah, it is what hell sounds like. All right. This one is test 3. Okay. So this is what I just mixed down. It sounds like a bunch of weird shit. But when we open it with this, we should get something a little different. think that's slow enough. Let's go to 20. So this is 20 times slower. So this is 2,000% slower than normal. That one's pretty cool. I'm gonna try. Let's try 41. I'm trying to create some type of. I'm missing the low end here though. I need some low end. Dude, what are you doing on my phone right now? What is happening? All right. All right. Let's take this at. I don't want a 26-minute song. Fuck that. Let's just try 20%. Render and save audio file. Okay. Let's save this in. This is what I don't like about this program. It doesn't just let me. It render selection. Okay. Oh my god, this is a bunch of weird stuff. Ooh! This is what I was looking for. It's like some weird clipping that's happening right there. All right, let's stick to the 10%. So this is pitch shifted down a full octave. Okay, so this is essentially just shifting it down also. Yeah. See, this is more kind of what I'm going for. Check your messages. Dude, you sent me like 9 things. What do you... Oh my god. That was great. Trust me, I've already got plans to make clips out of this, so that's happening. Actually, I need to write down the timestamp here. What is this? What is that, like a minute 28 seconds? Or an hour 28? Something like that? That's funny. Alright, so... Let's mess around with this a little bit more. I don't understand this octave meter. I don't need to worry about compressing it, honestly. I can just do that later on my own if I need to compress the file. This is kind of... It's getting a little too clippy right there, though. Alright. Now, render selection. This is so fucking stupid. I hate this part of this program. Why can't I just go to desktop? This pisses me off, dude. What is this? I don't... Yeah. I mean, I guess I'm just gonna go to C drive now and type in yeah. Yeah. I don't understand this part. I realize this is a very simple program and a very primitive program, but could you have not made that a little bit easier, at least? And it's free, so it's like, I don't really have room to bitch, but I'm gonna bitch anyway. Alright. Alright, we're gonna save in recording files, and we're just gonna save in the Paul Stretch file. Honestly. This is where... Let's do this. Let's even create another file in this file called renders. There we go. Let's go to D. Let's go to recording files. Go to Paul Stretch, and let's go to renders. Oh, why won't it? Why? Let me save the file to the computer when I want to do it. Pulse stretch. Renders. Dude, what the fuck is happening? Yeah. Yeah. Okay, I think I figured it out. Oh my god, is that it? Wow. Boom. All right. Now. Let's take that. This guy. Paul Stretch. Render. Now let's go back and find this guy. Yeah. There it is. Ooh, that's loud. That might be a little too loud. Yeah, look at all that sub-low action. So this is after, okay? That's after. And this is what it sounds like before. How crazy is that? Let's try this again. Let's actually do this a little different.
Will the circle be unbroken by and why is a better home away?
Why is it playing the file? Stop listening to me. Stupid shit. All right. Let's go 20%. Okay. Go 20%. Let's play it back. Let's do pitch shift 1 octave down. That right there. That section right at 27%. Whew. Makes me feel weird. That is what I need. All right. We're going to render this guy back down as it's a little different variation than the one that we just mixed down, but we're going to try it out. Recording files. Nope, not what I'm looking for. Recording files. All stretch renders. Yeah, 2. Let's pull up old 2. in Studio One here. See what we got. Let's do this. Now let's do Pulse Stretch Render. Yeah, 2. Yeah, 2. Now there was one section of this. That. I actually think I'm going to render this again, but I'm going to turn down the volume a lot. I think that's a little too loud. Okay. Now we're gonna do this again. I want to have that file quiet, a little quieter first, because it seems like it's clipping a little bit, even when I turn it down a pretty decent amount. So I'm just gonna turn it way down, and then mess with it in Studio One, because I don't want these. I don't want it to be this big. These WAV files to be that big. Honestly, really don't. Yeah, 3. All right. So here, there we go. Now. Flanger artificial kind of feel to it. But it's not what I'm looking for. Very, very interesting. All right. Well, that's how I did it. That's how we created some ambient tracks based off of, I don't know, what, a BioShock Infinite YouTube video? Pretty fucking good, dude. Well, thanks to everybody that came and hung out. Really meant a lot. Really was a lot of fun. Really was a good stinking time. Kind of thought this was going to be difficult to do at first, to try to recreate what I had saw in those YouTube videos, like taking a song and like a bunch of weird noises and shit and kind of chopping them up and throwing them all together and making this kind of weird concoction of shit. But I don't know, it actually ended up being pretty cool. So anyway, thanks for hanging out, guys. Don't forget to follow on Facebook, Metal Weasel. Subscribe on YouTube, Metal Weasel. And follow on Twitch, Metal Weasel. Thanks. Bye. See you whenever.